Hi, this is Christine Faulconer. I'm the Transitional Care Management and Clinical Quality Manager at Golden Valley Memorial Healthcare. I'd like to discuss why a negative COVID-19 test result can be a bad thing. As you know, healthcare workers are fighting on the front line of the COVID pandemic day after day, and they're fighting with weapons that don't always work. Doctors and nurses are seeing patients with COVID symptoms, some critically ill, and are troubled by the number of negative test results they're seeing. Patients are instructed to quarantine until their symptoms resolve, but without a positive test result, public health authorities cannot perform contact tracing and issue appropriate warnings. Healthcare providers are required to report positive COVID-19 test results to the State Department of Health and Senior Services. When the local public health authority is alerted to a positive result, they set to work identifying anyone the patient came into contact with over a specified time frame. Contacts are instructed to quarantine or monitor their symptoms based on a set of criteria. What happens when a patient has every sign, symptom, and clinical indication of COVID, but their test result comes back negative? Does this mean the patient doesn't have COVID? Perhaps it means the test result isn't reliable. Hospitalized patients are kept on isolation as if their results were positive. Patients not admitted to a hospital are made aware that the results are negative and they're reminded to follow their quarantine guidelines. No one has authority to reach out to the patient's contacts. Contacts are not instructed to quarantine or monitor their symptoms. First responders may not be aware that the patient is symptomatic. The patient's result isn't included in state numbers. The county total doesn't reflect the patient's illness. If your county has 0 cases, do you feel safe from COVID? If your county number hasn't increased in days or weeks, does that mean the crisis is over? What would you change if you knew there were individuals out in your community unknowingly but actively transmitting the virus?